What is up, you guys? We're 4 weeks out, and of course, we're in my car again. I always vlog when I am driving because I don't have any time to remember. But we're on our way to a casting call, which I've never done before. So this is for Kansas City Fashion Week 2025. I think it's in March. So I really wanted to do it 2024, but I missed castings because I think I was traveling or something. But this time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I feel so much anxiety. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like a little kid going to school for their first day. Yeah, and I've never done a casting call before. They're asked us to wear jeans and a black tank top with our hair done natural, our natural hair, which is literally my natural hair. And I tried to take showers this morning to like make sure it looked good. And I have heels, but it's cold outside. I'm like, okay, how are we gonna do this? So my plan is I have my jacket on and I have a little bag with heels. I'm like, okay, do I put my heels on before I go in, or do I go in and then put my heels on? I'm like, I think I go in with my heels on. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna do it. I will bring a hair tie just in case. They're like, we need your hair back for who knows whatever reason, because all I've watched is America's Next Top Model, you know, on TV, of like how castings work and everything. I've seen some of the models from last year, and like I have a decent shot. I have no idea how many models they actually pick, but I hope they pick me. It'd be really cool. That's on my bucket list, is to walk in an actual fashion show like Fashion Week. And yeah, so let's hope that comes true. That's it, man. 6 weeks out, or no, 6 weeks out, 4 weeks out, feeling not good. I started my period, which is good because I never have my cycle this close to my show. So I thought I was just fat, but I was actually just my cycle. And I got all emotional and everything, but I need to get over that. But I only cry 1 or 2 days before I'm about to start my period. That's literally the only time that I am emotional. Never, ever after that window. It is literally only in that window that I will cry. And I knew I was about to start my period because I was watching Love is Blind, and it got real emotional with like this. There's a scene, and they're like they had to like ask, this husband had to ask the dad for his daughter's hand in marriage, and like it got emotional, and they were crying and I was crying. It was just like so funny, and I don't normally cry. I'm not a crier. I'm not like a little baby. And honestly, it had been a long time since I cried, and I was like, why am I tearing up over this reality TV show right now? And the next day I was visited by my cycle, so that is why. And tonight it's family dinner night. I'm supposed to be training legs today, but I had no idea how long this is gonna be. I have no idea how many girls are going to be there. It's from 5 to 8, so it's like 2 hours. I was planning on being there early, except for now I'm gonna get there like right at 5 and traffic, so I'll be like 10 or 15 minutes after 5. It's 5 to 8. I'm gonna get in line. I know there's gonna probably be at least 30 plus. I would assume that if they're having a supply, there has to be at least like 100. I don't know, like maybe, we'll see. Could be thousands. I could be there all night. I could not make it, so we'll see. It's gonna be exciting. I'm in really heavy traffic right now. I'm probably gonna be late, but it is what it is. Wish me good luck. I'll tell you guys updates after. I'll see if I can bring my camera in there and take some little clips. Okay, so we just got done with the audition. It was the fastest thing ever. It was literally so awkward. I'll tell you guys about it in just a second. And we just got done walking in my first model audition. So freaking awkward. I was late. I wasn't late. It's from 5 to 7, so it's like open. And I couldn't freaking figure out the parking situation. And I think I figured it out, but yeah, anyway. So, okay. I couldn't figure out the parking situation. First off, this is the most confusing parking lot I've ever been in. I walked in circles and I was like, what the fuck? How am I still on the same level? Because I thought I was on level 2, but apparently I'm on the basement 2 floors down. So I kept going down and I needed to actually go up to get to the ground floor. So I was all backwards and it took me like 15 minutes to figure out where I was. And now I'm in my car. Hold on. All right, now we're in my car and like no one's here, so literally we can just like chat. But anyway, so I'm in this parking garage and I'm like 5 minutes late. I wanted to get there right at 5 and be like one of the first ones, you know, give myself better odds. Because I'm like, as the day goes on, they're probably gonna get more tired and they don't, like, you have better odds, I think, if you go first, because they're like, oh, that girl was really good, and then it just progressively gets worse from there. But I had my little number on, so figured out how to get out of the freaking parking lot. I was like panicking. I have gotten stuck in a parking lot 2 times. Because I'm not from a city, okay? I'm from a small little town. I'm from my hometown. I don't drive into the city. Stresses me the fuck out, okay? And like parking garages, no. No thank you. But anyway, I figured out that I needed to go, instead of going up, I had to go down. I don't know, but I figured it out. And it was literally like a 5-minute walk to this little hotel. And I've been in this hotel before. It's really nice. Me and Kimber stayed there like in 2021, I think. I don't remember. But anyway, so I go to the hotel and I just get in there and I see a bunch of models, right? And I see these like tall 6-foot models and they have these tiny little black heels, and I'm out here repping my Shoe Fairy heels, of course, the most comfortable, discount code Savana 10 for the most comfortable heels on the planet. You know, I had to do something different, obviously. And there's like all these little children, because it's all ages. There's these like children, there's guys auditioning and everyone's in black. And so I see all these models and I'm like, fuck, they're tall. I'm not as tall here. I have no height advantage. And it was fine. And this girl was like so sweet. She goes, are you okay? I was like, no, I'm really lost. I have nowhere to go. And she's like, you can go to the elevators over here. I just came up there. You're gonna do great. Gonna do fine. Finally found it. It was an elevator. Literally, you go up, you get out of this elevator. They gave you a sticker. So I was 169 and it's cute. Kansas City Fashion Week 169. And they gave you a sticker. They have you fill out a little form of all your measurements. There's like a measurement girl. She took our bust, our waist, our inseam, and all of those measurements to try to confirm our measurements. And you just basically get in line and you wait. You're a little room where there's doing the auditions. There's like a judging panel of 5 at the very end, and they're not saying anything. They're super far away, and like the little expediter at the door didn't say anything. So you just go and they're like, okay, you know, 169, you're gonna be up next. So you go in the little room and then there's just tape on the floor. There's tape 1 here, like 1X here, and then there's tape on the end, 1, 2, and they're videoing your walk, and someone just looks at you and nods and is like, come here. Like no happies, no smiles, nothing. And like obviously for my background, I'm like smiling. I'm like, fuck, oh hey, this is modelly, like maybe I should be more fierce. I don't know. So I was just waiting back there with a big ass smile on my face, and in my head I was like, fuck, I need to be a model. So it's like, okay, let's like really work it. And meanwhile, I'm like, okay, should we do my posing routine? I didn't do my posing routine, but it did want to come out. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just like waiting. So then when they call my name, then I'm like walking forward, and all these little girls, I'm talking like tiny little girls that had to be 6 years old, 10 years old. They do these weird walks where it's like a zombie walk, and their arms are like, there's like no movement in their arms. And I have a very sexy, sultry, bouncy walk. I'm like, fuck, should I just change my walk? I'm like, no, just stick to whatever you know, just like go do your thing, whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do my normal Sav walk, basically walk to the front. And at the end of the runway, I'm like, what the fuck do? I didn't even practice anything. So I'm just like, hit a hip, hit another hip, side pack. And I'm like looking at the judges to get any type of feedback. Nothing. They're just literally nothing. Like it was so underwhelming. And then I walk back, then you go to the little picture thing, you take 2 pictures, and then you're done. Goodbye. and there's like thousands of other people in line. So that was interesting. For sure gonna check that off my bucket list. Super fun. And I will let you know if I get it. If not, I tried. I hope I filled out the form correctly because I don't know. It says I submitted my form. Let's just hope that it all goes well. And I will be walking, if I make it, in the fashion show, I think March 8th after the Arnold. So that would be really cool to do the Arnold. And like, in my head, obviously, like, I'm a bikini athlete. I've been on stage multiple times, but that made me so nervous. So like, I don't know why I'm so nervous for that. That was like more nerve-wracking than like a competition. So it is 5:47. We are going to family dinner night. I have no idea where I'm at. I just need to get out of this fucking parking garage and get on my little merry ass way. I did not work out today, and I'm not going to work out today. That's why it's great about having 2 rest days, because I can be flexible about what days I take off. Like, I was gonna train, I usually train legs with Kara, which I am sad that I missed it today, because I really enjoy working out at Beastified on Wednesdays, but this was just an opportunity that I was like, oh, I really want to do it. I was literally looking at my calendar last night, and I was like, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. That's too stressful. I'm not gonna go. I don't feel good. I'm on my period. I'm bloated. They're not gonna pick me. And then I had to have a conversation where I was like, slap myself in the face, like, no, Sav, get your shit together. You're a professional athlete. You're gonna be fine. You need to go do this. If it doesn't go well, then that's fine. You learn from it, but you're gonna do it because you wanted to last year and you have the time. It's perfectly planned because you're already gonna be halfway there in Lenexa. Just go after work. It's like perfectly made for you. Just do it. So I did. I didn't want to, and I was really scared, but I want to do stuff that puts me outside my comfort zone, and that was outside my comfort zone because I think I was scared of rejection. I'm gonna go and they're not gonna like me and they're not gonna pick me and it's gonna be embarrassing and I'm gonna honestly, there's some trauma. My first photo shoot I ever went to, they told me that I was too fat, and it was something very similar to this, and it wasn't that I was like too fat. They're like, oh, you just need to work on your tummy. You need to work on your tummy. And it's always been my feedback, has been my core and like my abs forever and ever and ever. And it's so frustrating because it's like, even now as a 28-year-old, I'm like, I still am not have like the best core ever. So anyway, you guys will have to stay tuned to the channel to get updated on what happens with Kansas City Fashion Week. Okay, I'm headed home. Good morning. We are in my car again. We're headed over to Lifetime and OP with my new client Taryn. So we're about to go meet each other officially. I don't think we've met each other in person before. So we're gonna meet each other. We're gonna go over just some like workout stuff. Like, I'm not like training her, we're just kind of like working out together. I'm just gonna take her through her new workout program. It's nice that she's local. I don't do any one-on-one in-person training. I do, but I don't. Like, I don't like doing, I do like it. I like to just work out with my clients. So basically you can have free workout sessions if you want to like work out with me, but I don't want to take you through like a whole one-on-one hour session. Like, I just would rather us do it together and just like have fun with it, you know what I mean? Because like, I want to work out with you. So that's what I like to do with my clients. It's Sunday, so I think I'm like 4 weeks out today. I'm 150 again. Man, I don't know if this is stress and like my body just like holds weight at 150, but I got down to like 148 and then it kind of like crept back up at 150-ish. I think I saw 149 a little bit, and now I've just been at 150, and we've increased a bunch of different things. We've changed my macros, we've changed all this, like we've cut my calories, we increased my cardio, so it's just, I feel like it's just stress and inflammation. I know I'm tighter, I'm not really worried about it, but still, I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go again. I got stuck at 150 for like 6 weeks last show. So here we are. This is either my like set point, my body's like, listen, we like this weight, we're not gonna drop, or it's just I'm hyper fixating on it and I'm in my head. I'm super sore anyway too, so I'm like, I'm just not sure. I'm like, well, we're just gonna go with it. I did get a new dress for the show. If you guys are looking for gowns, there's this website called Couture Candy. They had super like discounted dresses that are like super shiny and sparkly for like super cheap, and they were on sale for like prom. So I found a really amazing dress at like a super affordable price. It sounds like an ad. An amazing dress at an affordable price. I wish I had a discount code for them. That would be awesome. But yeah, my client, she checked in and she had this like amazing dress. I'm like, where did you get this? I need to know, I need it. And she told me about it, so that's kind of cool. We got some Legion strawberry margarita pre-workout going down. It's super tasty. It's very much on the strawberry like lime, but it's like a sweet strawberry lime. Super, super good. So I haven't had a margarita in like so long. I haven't had like alcohol in such a long time. But if I did, strawberry margaritas would be super nice. And I've just been kind of thinking like long term about competing and stuff, and sometimes it's confusing. I'm like, why do we do this sport? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we put ourselves through all the suffering, all the pain, all the sacrifice, all of these things? And then when you get to show day, one, you're paying for this experience a lot of money. You pay for the tan, you pay for hair, you pay for makeup, you pay to register for the show, you pay to compete 100%, and there's like no prize money. Some of the top pros do potentially earn some prize money, but there's like, we don't do it, you don't do it for money, you don't do it for anything other than you just do it for yourself, and you do it as a personal accomplishment, and it's really, really cool. And man, even some of my really close friends, they're not Olympians yet, and their bodies are just next level, like such like shredded abs, lean hard. They have like amazing, like the most amazing impressive physiques. Obviously they're pro athletes, and they're still like this never being good enough, and like the standards, it is so hard in physique sports. Like I really don't think a lot of people truly understand how hard it is to stay dedicated, to afford everything that goes into it at a high level, to afford to travel. And you know, if you can't afford to go to different shows and compete in like the hair and the makeup and the glam and the tans and all the things, it makes it really challenging. So whenever I see even like amateur competitors, and someone I follow is like, oh, I didn't place, I look at her physique, it's like, that looks like a pro athlete physique to me. I'm like, how did that not even place? It's just getting so competitive. And I really want to like urge everyone to just stop what you're doing and ask yourself at the end of the day, what do I want to look like? Because bodybuilding, I feel like you just do one show and then you get hooked, and because you've done one and you're committed, you just, obviously you're like, oh, I want to be bigger, harder, leaner. And yes, but it's like, do you actually want to look like that? But it's not only do you want to look like that on show day, are you comfortable with that amount of muscle in your off season? So I don't think people really truly think about the 360 of what is your life going to look like when you have that much muscle, but then you have a small layer of body fat over. Are you okay at that size and shape and weight? Are you okay having shoulders? Are you okay having glutes? Are you okay? Like, I feel like it's tough out here. So honestly, I'm like, the influencer life is really appealing. It really, really is. Like, live fit, man. Live fit imagine walking around and you could have abs and you can live basically in a maintenance where you are not too big, not too little. You're just in like this perfect amount of like conditioning that you just maintain year round. You have abs and you just like feel amazing. And I'm like, my skin would be flawless. My hair would grow long and luscious. I feel like I wouldn't have to worry about my hair like thinning and not growing super fast, because like whenever I diet, your hair stops growing. Yeah, because you don't have the calories and you don't have the nutrients. I'm like, my hair would look better, my skin would look better, I would feel better, I would get to eat a lot more food, it'd be more flexible. And then I kept thinking, I was like, wait, why do I do what I do? I'm like, I know I do, there's a reason and I love it, but sometimes I'm like, am I just like delulu, or like, this is what the kids say, delulu? Am I just delulu? Am I just delusional? And yes, it is great. Like obviously my whole entire life revolves around the sport and platform and everything, but sometimes I'm like, what if I just prepped really hard once for like a really cool photo shoot and had the same pictures and experience and like did it with other friends? Or like, what if I got a group of girls and instead of doing shows, we just do like epic photo shoots? Because really it is about the photos. It is about the experience. And yes, getting on stage gives you the adrenaline rush and like winning something feels really good. But I'm like, well, wouldn't it be fun if like, say 10 to 20 of your closest girlfriends decided we're all gonna prep at the same time, and then we're gonna go on like this like little beach vacation destination, do a beach bikini photo shoot, and then celebrate? Or you just do that with like your significant other, right? It's like, okay, husband or whatever, just be like, hey husband, we're going on a vacation in 4 months or 6 months to this really cool location. We're gonna go and we're gonna get there. Let's say you get there in like who knows, it doesn't matter what day you get there. You check into the hotel, you chill, then the next morning you wake up early, crack of dawn, you get your photo shoot, and you could shoot all day if you wanted to, and literally have just like that one day, get all your stuff, do your hair and your makeup, get all your contents, and then for like the rest of that week you're just like chilling in this amazing body that you made. Like I feel like I'm like, okay, that is intriguing to me. So after this show I'm like, well, I think I probably need a long off season, so I'm almost thinking like 2020. It just depends on how it goes, and it depends on how I feel, but obviously that can change. I feel like 2025 I should just take an off season and actually build muscle and actually just be comfortable maintenancing for a while. Because if we think about it, I've been on prep a lot, like a lot, and it's not normal. Like you should be on an equal amount of prep and off season at the same time. Like you shouldn't spend more time in a calorie deficit than in a surplus or in maintenance, you know? So I just feel like I really haven't gave myself a true off season that was strictly focused on glute growth in at least a year plus, like, and being comfortable and confident in that. I really haven't truly done that. In 2021 I took an off year, but I tried to prep and I couldn't prep because of hormones. Then I battled hormones and then came back 2022, and basically 2017, okay, since 2017, I think I did the math on this once and it wasn't that much time. I did 2 shows in 2017. I took the year off to graduate in 2018. I did 2 shows in 2019. I did 2 national shows in 2020. I tried to prep at the beginning of 2021, but hormones, and so I took the rest of 2021 off, came back and did 2 shows in 2022. Then I did 2 shows in 2023, turned pro at the first show, then did my pro debut as the second one. 2024, I'm repeating the cycle and I'm doing 2 shows again. I guess I just like 2 shows a year. I really would love to do a run of shows and like do multiple shows, but it is expensive and it is hard because like WBFF doesn't have shows that are like back to back to back. So you have to be really strategic with it. But yeah, that is my little journey. I basically have only had since 2017 like 2 years off, which is crazy. Since 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Out of 8 years, 2 of them, technically like 1.5, have been off years. And like 5 of them have been prep years. So I'm making progress, but it's like micro progress. So I feel like if I just gave myself a full, almost, I don't even want to have like a date, not at, like even maybe longer, like 1 to 2 years, maybe even longer than that, just to like build and actually grow my tie-ins and like reset my body, like reset my hormones, reset my set point, and just get out of the sport long enough to miss it, and then just see how life goes and kind of see what life is like outside of just like competing, and then come back. So I don't know, that's kind of my new game plan so far. We're gonna see how this show goes, and I'm optimistic, but some of the talent, again, I'm just trying to prepare myself for best case, worst case. Best case, I win it, great, and I get my crown. Worst case, I don't, and I get anything second and below. Even if you get second, it's like good, but it's like, ugh, you missed it by 1. Even if you get third, it's like, meh, you missed it by 2. So it's either first or your last, basically. But it's still gonna be fun regardless, and like me and my client are gonna have a really good time, which I'm glad that I'm gonna get to go and get on stage one more time. And I'm trying to document on YouTube for you guys. And this is my 4 weeks out video. I am meal prepping later today, so I can show you when I'm meal prepping, and we're traveling to Fort Lauderdale for the fashion show Friday. So I'll be there Friday through Monday. The fashion show is on Sunday. We have rehearsal Saturday. I might be doing a photo shoot Saturday, still haven't confirmed it 100%. I do want to do one on Saturday, so I need to like tan. I need to kind of plan what I'm gonna wear for that, just like bikinis, and pack. It's just a lot of stuff going on. And then next weekend is Fort Lauderdale, then the following weekend is Kimber's show for the Kansas City Pro Bikini Show. She'll be there, so I'll get to watch her in person. And then we have a photo shoot party at her headquarters on Sunday. So it's just like back to back to back to back. And then it's Thanksgiving, I think, and then it's my show. So the end of this last 4 weeks, there's like something every single week until peak week. So it's just a lot, and it's great to be busy. I'm doing okay. Hunger's fine. I'm really oddly not that hungry. I kind of was a little sick. I've had this like cough, and I don't know if it's allergies or just what is happening with my nose or throat, but just got a little cough, and I'm trying to get rid of that. And I was really low energy. I was on my period this week. I was being a little witch. I was really sad and emotional and just like, ugh, I was over it. So now we are back and headed to Lifetime to meet my clients. So I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning. Today is travel day. This is gonna start the beginning of the Atlantic Coast Fashion Show vlog. So I'm headed to Fort Lauderdale later tonight. It's not till, we don't take off till 4, so we'll get there maybe like 6 or 7 tonight. And then we're gonna meet Lexi there. And today there's really nothing to do, but tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, there's an expo going on. We have our rehearsals tomorrow. We have a booth set up in the morning. Then there's like a show going on. I think it's the Natural NPC show. And then on Sunday, it's a pro show, the fashion show, and the booth pack up. Then we leave Monday morning. So it'll be a quick turnaround, but I'm super excited to take you guys behind the scenes. I'm getting everything ready. So I'm trying to drink this before we leave tonight. I have everything. I'm packed in half of this, and I was gonna see if we can like combine bags, and I can have this for more so food purposes. So we'll see. I have to on my food in my fridge, but like the easiest way that I pack when I'm traveling. When you pack for shows, like this is what my food looks like. They're just like gallon Ziploc bags with little mini bags of food. So it's like a cup of vegetables and 5 ounces of meat in each of these little bags. And I have some blueberries. I have some carbs that I'm bringing. Like I have rice cakes, and that's really all that I'm bringing. Rice cakes and oatmeal. And I think I have protein powder. Yeah, rice cakes, oatmeal. I brought protein powder. And then if I need extra carbs, I'm just gonna go to Whole Foods across the street, maybe for some like corn cakes or some fruit or something. But I really am not eating that much, so I don't really need a ton. That's it. So I'm gonna need to go get a workout. It is 8, so we need to be in the office by I think 1:30. So I'm gonna try to get all of my stuff knocked out. That way I can go to Angel early, then do some other work and get ready for travel day today. We made it to Florida, so we have 2 days out until the fashion show, and we're headed to the hotel. Okay, so we made it to the hotel. I have my food, and we're in extended stay, so there's like a little kitchenette, but there's no forks or silverwares or spoons or anything, so I have to go find it and see if the front desk has any of those items. It's like 8 p.m. tonight, Friday night. Tomorrow, Saturday, is rehearsal, expo setup, booth setup, so you guys will see that. Silverware and bowls have been secured. This is like the most random hotel. It's an extended stay America, and they did not have it in the room. I'm gonna go ask for it. It's very odd. So we're gonna eat our meal. Yay for being 3 weeks out. Alright guys, so we're here at the expo. We just set up the competition bikinis booth. They have the show going on. I think it's gonna be over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So this is the main stage. It's back here. It's pretty cool. Yep, so we got Lauren today. Me and Lauren were working the booth, and we have some beautiful couture suits. We got free gum, we got free fabric samples, some of our new posing suits, a competition suit, and then we have a fashion show suit. This is one of the couture suits, and fashion show later today. So today we're doing the opening ceremonies, and everyone's gonna come for rehearsal because we're gonna do the fashion show tomorrow. So that's all we have to do. And we might get to go train at Contreras' gym, which I'm super excited about. So I'll show you guys behind the scenes of the expo. It's called the Fit and Flex Expo. I think it's the first year that they're doing it. It has 60 vendors, so there's quite a few vendors throughout. I think the first year is always kind of a little sketchy, and this time of year, 2 weeks out before Thanksgiving, we weren't sure what to expect, but they are doing a very good job, so highly recommend next year. Guess where we are at. So freaking cool. So today we get to train at the glute lab. So we're gonna try to build the upper shelf today. So super excited for this. There's so much like crazy glute equipment. So it's me and Janine Priest, we have Miriam, we have Lexi, we have Brooke. So we're gonna like, this is equivalent to Christmas. Yes, this is like, we're gonna take content. This is like Christmas for an athlete. This is so cool. I don't even know where do we start.
It's like, oh my God, glutes!
Glutes.
Like a kid in the candy store here.
So we're back at the booth. We just got to go train at Brett Contreras' glute lab, which is super cool. And I just had like a little meal and feel a lot better. I was super hungry. I want to see if there's any protein bars that I can find, and we're gonna do the rehearsals later today. Yeah. I know, because I want to just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. All right, so we are at opening ceremonies. We got all of the squads are meeting and mingling. We're gonna go over some rehearsal things, and then we have the fashion show tomorrow with our MC.
Oh yes, I love doing an MC role.
I love it. Whatever, video this. Okay. Okay. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay. Don't move, guys. Okay. We're gonna do a fun one. All right. 10 seconds and a fun one.
Okay. Ready?
Fun. And it doesn't matter. Just something fun. Okay, stay. Stay. Next Coast Fashion Show 2024. We Miss You, Kara will be the second one, so we're gonna do 2 videos. Okay? That's a lot. That's a lot. Atlantic Coast Fashion Show 2024. Okay.
We're gonna just chant that.
We're gonna chant it. Alright. Okay. Okay. So it's on video. So on 3. 1, 2, 3. Atlantic Coast Fashion Show 2024. Okay, we're gonna do the We Miss You, Kara on 3. 1, 2, 3. We miss you, Kara! Good morning. Today is day 2 at the expo. I hope you guys can hear me. It's super loud. So we got the booth set up today. I just ride solo until Lexi and Lauren get here in just a little bit. So the expo is open, but all the competitors are getting ready to compete. There is the bombshell model search here. We're gonna go behind the curtain. Okay, so the bombshell is doing a model search right over here, and then the stage is like right there, and then they got like powerlifting. So we have all of our suits for Black Friday on sale. I'm in this cute little romper today. Yesterday we had the rehearsals. It went super well, and we had Kerrigan and Sophia as our headliner. So there's about 30 girls. I'll be expediting backstage. Our fashion show starts at 1:30, so everyone's gonna meet at the booth here at 12:30 for our toast before we go on, which is so exciting. I'm not walking, I'm expediting, and I'm prepping. So today is Sunday, it's a rest day. We leave early tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'm guest speaking at my college at business school. I'm doing a presentation about career paths for my old management class, which is really cool. So that's tomorrow, and travel. So it never stops, so I'll keep you guys tuned in, and you guys can check out the booth today. We got all of our suits on sale. We got couture suits. We got everything. Guess where and guess who? What up? We're at the Harris Casino. I've never been here, surprisingly, even though I'm from here. So it's cool, a little casino. We're getting ready for show day this weekend, so I'm being backstage mom. Today is Friday. The show is tomorrow. So Kimber's gonna win tomorrow. It's gonna be so fun. I can't wait for you guys to watch this. And then on Sunday we have a photo shoot party situation at Angel Competition Bikinis that I'll be there for. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? So we're at the hotel gym, and obviously there's like nobody here. Kimber just went to check-ins. It's always kind of weird when we go to shows together, since we're like at different pros with like different organizations. Like, we don't care, but they care. They really care. So I'm like just in the background, behind the scenes. I'm backstage mom if she needs, and I'm just gonna get some steps in. She'll be checking in for about an hour, and then we're gonna just like walk around. She needs to tan, and we got to see Taylor's one of our friends, which was fun. She had her little baby, so I'm gonna get some steps in because we're also 2 weeks out. It is show day morning. Are you feeling good today?
I'm good. I'm really on par with my time. I'm getting a little iffy here.
I know.
But,
it's alright. Everything will work out. So we have the prejudging coming up. So I'm super excited to watch in less than 2 hours.
yeah, 9.
It's gonna be fun. So stay tuned.
Oh, should we save a seat for Kim?
Alright, we are all at the venue. We're waiting for Kimber to go on stage. Let's go, Kimber! Oh my gosh, let's go! space there. I know. Go, Kimber! Go, Kimberly!
You walk to the line and hold your pose.
Nice work, Kimber.
Good job.
Face the judges. Hold your pose, please.
Good job, Kimberly.
Yeah, Kimber!
And walk it back. One more time, ladies. Face the back.
Go, Kimber! Let's go, Kimber!
And face the judges.
We're doing this on every corner around here.
We have the Christmas tree. We're gonna take pictures.
I think if you're tall, you be tall.
We have been chilling in the room for in between pre-judging and finals, hours and hours, and we're gonna go walk around Target for a little bit before pre-judging or before finals start tonight. So she goes right on at 5, so we'll be done by like 5:15.
And we are going to dinner.
Then we're going to dinner.
We moved up our reservation to 6:15. I look excited. Almost like dark. It's orange.
Very dark. We're gonna go to Gordon Ramsay's, which I've never been to, and I'm super excited to try it. I'm 2 weeks out, but we're doing a little refeed, so it'll be so much fun. All right, guys, so we just got done with Kimber's show. We're out front, and we're actually in front of Gordon Ramsay's. I don't know if you can see this, but we're about to have steak. Kimber did so good, so I was her backstage mom for the weekend. It was so much fun because she's been a backstage mom for me for a lot of shows, and I've only got to go with 2 of her shows. So she took home a 6th place. She went from 17th to 6th place, which just goes to show you, like, in a week's time, or 2 weeks' time, you can literally go from last call-outs to basically first call-outs, you know, top 6 or top of 2nd call-outs, but it's just subjective, and that's the sport that we do. So if you guys are, you know, placing doesn't necessarily mean that you have a ton to do. It's just sometimes improving the look, showing up again, and being consistent. So I'm super excited to spend some time with her. She's coming down, she's showering her tan off, and then we're gonna have some steak, a little refeed meal for me, because I'm gonna be in 2 weeks. I'm 2 weeks out. I've been behind on vlogging, but I'm taking you guys through the rest of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little show day experience at the NPC Central USA. It's Kansas City Pro Bikini Show. So I get to compete in 2 weeks in Atlantic City in New Jersey. So I can't wait for you guys to see suit, hair, makeup, tan, all the show day things for me in 2 weeks. I want to see the pink center, warm pink center. It's so pretty. And Mystic's place here.
And then we have 2 picture. I didn't know he was gonna like.
Look at this. She's about to eat something good. Brown, what is it called? Sticky toffee pudding something. Yeah. Amazing. It smells really good. Good morning, you guys. It's the 1 day post-show, post-Kimber show, so we just had to say goodbye to each other, and it's really sad when your best friend doesn't live in the same town and city and state and as you, so we don't get to see each other that often, but we're going to see each other in like 2 months. We're planning a girls trip to Texas, which I'm excited for. So now I'm up and I'm headed to Angel Competition Bikinis. It's 8:50 a.m. It was an early day yesterday. Kimber got up at like 2:45 in the morning, and then she officially was just like up, so we were kind of all up. Like I kind of slept in a little bit till like 5, but it was just an early day. Like show days, it's always an early day. Even if you're not competing, you know, just getting up early. So we had the most amazing meal, as you guys saw a little bit of it at the Gordon Ramsay steak. So I'm still full this morning. That was like my last supper refeed meal. I'm leaner as in weight compared to my last show. Like Worlds, I was 148, but I was like, I don't know, I just feel like my shape's a little bit softer. I don't really know what shape I'm gonna come into for Atlantic City in 2 weeks, but that was kind of like my last refeed meal, which I don't know how I'm gonna navigate Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have to just be clean and just eat lettuce and vegetables. If there's like a vegetable tray, I'm just gonna eat veggies, or maybe bring my own, or just like have turkey only, which I don't love doing that, but basically like here on out it's just gonna be meat and vegetables. It's 2 weeks out, so gotta keep it clean to stay lean. And my client's also 2 weeks out, so I told her the same thing. I was like, we just need to like clean up everything. You don't want to have any, like 2 weeks before your show, you don't want to have any like weird stuff, like not too much caffeine. Like you just don't want to try new things. You don't want to try anything that's gonna like throw you off. I think this is right. I think I'm taking the right exit. Let's, oh no. I think I took the wrong exit. Well, oops. That sucks. Okay. Anyway, but here. Hold on, I'm trying to like drive and talk, but yeah, so okay, what was I talking about? Anyway, so yeah, like she's 2 weeks out, so like the 2 weeks out before your show, like you don't want to like do anything weird or new or different, so I'm just gonna keep it clean. I'm probably gonna use a lot of fruit. I'm probably gonna use fruit, honey, fig jam, or lean ground turkey, and just like veggies, asparagus, lettuce, what other green veggies. That's like what my diet will look like for the next 2 weeks. And I just need to practice my routine. So it was good that I went to this show to see Kimber, because she looks so good and she just practiced her routines. Like all the IFBB pros, like they like really rehearse the routine. Like they just look so good. It's really hard for me not to compare myself and to be like, I'm 2 weeks out and they're all more shredded than me. It is different. The standards are different. So I'm bringing in a lot fuller look. I don't have chiseled abs. I don't have tie-ins. I don't have that are like edge tie-ins. Like I don't have the upper body that I once had. And it's hard because like I love looking at it in person. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I was like that shredded, and I wish I could be like that lean, like, you know, but my body didn't really love that, and I'm just like so much happier here. And I feel like this, like having a little more body fat really fits my personality. It fits like my body just does really well, obviously, with more body fat. I feel happier, I feel healthier, my hair is growing, my skin is like glowing. And sometimes when you extremely diet for a long time, which I have and I've done, there's one point where at the end of prep, like my hair wasn't, like your hair doesn't grow because you're just like malnourished, you know, and everything. And like my skin is so good right now. It did not look like this all of the time. But going back to like little, you know, updates of the weekend, I'm on my way to the photo shoot for headquarters at Annual Competition Bikinis, and yeah, it'll be fun. Georgia Daniels is in town, so she's gonna do a photo shoot with us, and we're gonna plan her Arnold fashion show suits, and she is our headliner for the Arnold fashion show, which is super exciting. And Julia Wunsch is also she's a wellness athlete. So Georgia is a bikini athlete. She's in her off season. She just got a boob job, so give her some compliments. They look great. And then Julia is also in an off season. I think she competed a lot in wellness, and I think she got like top 5 at nationals, so she's close to a pro card. Casey DeLong, which is one of my favorite athletes to chat to. Like I love Casey DeLong so much. I'm so glad that she came. Like Casey DeLong's glutes are, it literally looks unreal, like unreal, but it is, oh man, that is goals. Okay, and who else is coming? I think that's it for sponsored athletes. So it'll be me, Cara, Deb, and everybody, and then there's like 15 other girls that are coming to the photo shoot, so it'll be super fun. And my camera might die, so I'll try to take some behind the scenes clips for you guys. But it just was such a good weekend. I'm so happy, and I'm so proud of Kimber. So if she watches this, which I don't know if she'll watch this, but she ended up getting 7th, and she's just so close. Like I don't think she knows how, 1, beautiful, and 2, like how close she is to like getting it, like structurally. And that's the thing about bodybuilding. Like when you're an IFBB pro, when you're a WBFF pro, when you're a pro, everyone that you compete against is 110%. So when you win a show, you were 120% that day, or it was a little bit of luck. Like, you just don't know. It's like, as a pro, like, you're going against other pros. These are professional athletes. Like, the way that they breathe, think, everything that they do is different. And so when everyone looks flawless, perfect, amazing, it really is like anyone can win on any given day. Like, anyone can win on any given day, and I really believe that. So sometimes it's just about being consistent and keep showing up. Like, she went from what, 17th last 2 weeks ago to 7th, so she moved up 10 places, right? She could have quit after 17th, but she kept going. So it's just a good reminder for us all. Like, placings, they don't necessarily mean that you're not good enough or you need to take these long off seasons. Like, you could be one show away from that win or from the top 5 or whatever it is. It's just some small tweaks. That's what being a pro, that's like what bodybuilding is. Like, you're never gonna be perfect. Like, the stars have to align in your favor. A little bit of luck. You have to have a good hair day. Like, your makeup needs to come out flawless. Like, you need to be super confident in your routine. Nail your routine, nail your tan, nail your glaze. Your suit color needs to be on point. Like, the judges need to prefer your look. Like, there's so many little factors. How the alphabet is, like, when you come on stage, if you come on stage first, you come on stage last, depending on the alphabet, like what your number is. Like, there's all these little weird nuances to winning, and it's human default, right? There's humans that are judging you. So sometimes it's flawed. Sometimes they pick who they want. There is a standard that they will follow, but man, when everyone looks like they did yesterday, I'm like, how do you pick? It's so challenging. But I'm excited for an off season too. Me and Kimber both are in like the same spot where we're just like, we've been doing this for so long, like all gas, no brakes. Like, the last time like I had a true off season year was 2018 and 2021. So it's about time that I had like a full off season year. So I'm thinking 2025 might be a off season year, and I need to just grow. So I think next year, my word of the year for 2025 is going to be grow. And that's going to be grow mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, with clients, with business, with everything. So if you're looking to grow, make sure you guys stick around. Maybe we'll have a grow up series instead of like an off season series or something. I think I'm going to call it a grow up / glow up series. I don't need to glow up. I just need to, like, I don't want to say grow up, but I just need to grow into the person that I'm meant to be. And it's crazy when I get with Kimber, like, it reminds me that we've been doing this for so long. Like, we did this when we were like little babies, like, you know, in 2020. So now it's been like 4 years since we've been friends. And it's cool to get to see like where she ended up and where I ended up. Like, it's so weird, like how, I don't know, life is just cool. And I love making friends, and I love supporting my friends, and she's always been like supportive of me and my goals, and she's always been my stage mom. And so it was really cool to get to be her stage mom. But definitely inspired by Miss Kimber. So we got to hang out with her mom, and now headed to headquarters. And then someone literally just was like, oh my gosh, I just listened to your podcast in the parking lot. And I kind of forget that I have a podcast because I haven't been doing it, but I need to start doing more podcast episodes. And I think it just comes down to energy. I have not really realized it, but I have been a lot lower energy because my food has been lower. And I don't know, it's just when you have food, you have energy. So I'm just excited for energy. I'm excited to actually spend time strategically growing my glutes. And I just know that it's the best thing that I need to do, and it's really hard for me not to want to jump in. Like, depending on how the show goes, I have no idea how I'm going to place in 2 weeks. I could win it all. I could not even get top 5. Like, I have no idea. But even if I want, no matter what happens, like, I still think it's a good idea to take time off. Because the stage, one thing about bodybuilding, I talked to one of my other friends, Holly, about this. I'm like, this is the only sport in the world that you can leave, take years off between shows. You can take 5, 10, 15 years and it will always be there. Like the stage, and I never really understood what they meant. I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. Like there's a show every single weekend, but no, like what does that mean? There, like you can take as much time as you need. Life is going to happen with bodybuilding or like competing or not. And you can always come back and leave, like you could leave on top. And a lot of people say, oh yeah, you lose momentum. But what if you took the time that you needed to grow to make the improvements and you come back and you build a better physique and then you have better momentum and you had that break. So I'm excited to be on that side. And it does scare me because not having a show date, I'm like, that's who I am. Like, who am I without bodybuilding? I think a lot of competitors get sucked into this identity because it becomes your life and we love it. And we go to shows and everyone we know does shows and our friend groups at shows. And like, I work in bodybuilding and now I have clients and everything I do is like bodybuilding related. So like, what happens if I'm not competing at least for a year and really nothing? Like when I know people that have taken a year, 2 years off and I don't even realize, I'm like, oh, I feel like you just competed yesterday. And then I see them competing and just time goes by super fast. So I know that the most important thing for me to do is, just reset my mind and get excited for prep. And then when I come back, like I'm gonna come back stronger and hopefully it ends in a win, but I just want to be an example for clients that you just can't keep dieting. You can't keep dieting and dieting and dieting and dieting. You gotta take some time off. You gotta take a break. So that's kind of where I'm at, but I'm gonna finish this next 2 weeks strong. We're gonna go to Atlantic City. We're gonna obviously try to win. I'm super competitive, so we're gonna give it our all, and it starts. I mean, the prep's already started. You guys are kind of seeing the end of the prep series, but I feel like this is the beginning of something beautiful. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys are wanting to watch. What is important in the next series, or like what is the next couple weeks for prep show days? What do you want to see? What questions do you have? Like, what do you want? I'm trying to give it to you as real and raw as possible, and I think filming content in the off season is going to be a lot easier because I'm going to have so much more time. So can't wait to spend more time with you guys. All right, I'm headed to the photo shoot, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.
How are you?
We got photo shoots going on. Hello. All right, we are all at Beastified, of course, after we had our little event, and so now we're getting some lower body training, and I need to do cardio too. I need to do cardio, I need to do training, I need to do abs, and we're filming content because I gotta get all the contents for you guys.